Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, right? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I can't hear myself. Mm, okay. I'm going to give it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Usually I hear myself. I'm very loud. Mm. All right. So make sure my mic is chilling. Camera audio. Testing, testing. All right, so y'all can hear me. Cool beans. Cool beans. So I'm gonna just get right into it. Um Again, good morning. Happy Friday. So welcome to Coast to Coast Credit. This is Tamaya Robles. I am the owner of Fix My Credit Now 850.com. Welcome to my podcast. And this is the morning live I seem to be doing every day now, which is pretty cool. But good morning. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to do a little disclaimer. This is something new that I'll probably implement into my videos. A disclaimer is that, you got to have thick skin to tolerate the things that I have to say, how I say them. If you have a problem with it, then just leave. Okay. But we're here to talk about the facts, the truth of the matter. All right. And y'all need to fix y'all credit. Y'all need to stop procrastinating. It's Friday, it's payday Friday. Hit me up, get your credit fixed. Let's get this together. Now, the main topic of this live, as you can see in the title, is that you do not need perfect credit to get a house. You do not need perfect credit or a really high credit score to get pre approved for a house. Okay. So let's not make that an excuse. Let's not make that a list on your list of multiple excuses and multiple reasons of why you do not get your credit fixed. Okay. It's not that deep. So, as some of you know, I work with credit, with mortgage lenders, real estate agents all the time. I am currently partnered with a real estate, I'm sorry, a mortgage broker, and it's the same thing. They tell me it doesn't need to be perfect. I don't need to sit there and go into full credit repair mode like I usually do. Just get them to a certain score, get these items off the client's credit report, and that's it, right? So they don't like open accounts with a high balance, especially if you are not a high wage earner. All right. Now I know I am connected to my Facebook group. I have a Facebook group if you guys want to check it out, where you can speak to actual mortgage lenders, where you can speak to actual real estate agents. I am not one. I know what I know based off of me fixing people's credit. But if you want to go straight to the source, go to my Facebook page. It's called Credit and First Time Home Buyers Plug. I will put it up again. I'm always posting it, okay? But ask them. But from my experience in dealing with them on a day-to-day basis, actually when I get off this live, I have to deal with a lender and give them an update on their clients' information. Just hit them up, okay? But from talking to them and dealing with them on a day-to-day basis, it's not just your credit score. This is not how it was back in the day, where if you had an 800 credit score, you could just walk into anywhere with your balls out and be like, give me this, give me that, I should be approved for that. No. Give me a house. No, nobody's giving you anything, because your credit profile, all the whole thing, the whole picture is not up to par. All right. You can actually have a pretty decent credit score and then still not get pre-approved for a mortgage because your credit profile is messed up, or your debt to income ratio isn't together, or your income is whack. Right? Facts. That's what the kids are saying now. Facts. All right. So again, I'm gonna keep saying this until I actually do a podcast, an interview some and go live with a lender for you guys so you can ask them yourself. But yeah, so um let me give you a brief story. So I have a client, they have an eviction, closed eviction. They had 2 repos, a whole bunch of inquiries, and a bunch of collections from collection agencies. Some of them were reporting open. Okay. Their credit score was like a 560, surprisingly, right? So that's cool and everything, but you can't get approved with what? They couldn't, they had to get the collections that were reporting open, they had to get them closed based off of their debt to income ratio. What was reporting is that they were reporting a high balance. So when you have a collection account and it is open, right? It's also going to leave a balance, whether the information is right or wrong. So that is why you need to get that account either closed or deleted. So another thing is, and the reason why I am fast and quick and I say I'm really good at what I do is because I know that you don't need full credit repair when you're trying to get a house. So if I see an open account with a balance, then I'm going to make sure that I just dispute it so it could either be closed or deleted. You can still get a house with an account that is closed. You can still get a house and be pre-approved. You can still have a good credit score as long as that account is not, or that collection account is not showing that you have an open account and it's a balance on there. Okay. Now, another thing is if you have closed accounts, whether you paid it or not, people are always telling me the backstory about what's really going on their credit report, what really happened. I don't really care, right? It's on your credit report. This is how it's reporting, and we need to fix it, period, right? But there's times when you can have a negative account, a collection account, a charge off account, and for whatever reason, that company is still reporting missed payments as if the account is open. Okay. If you look at your credit report, it will show like that it was paid or it was charged off or whatever the status was to make it close. But if you scroll down and look at the whole account, you'll see that there's reporting every month and it shows last reported, last verified, right? But it's showing every month that, hey, you used to be late. And like I told y'all, sorry, gotta do the tea every morning. If I'm doing tea, you should be doing tea or coffee as well. But like I told y'all, um, where did I leave off? What it, I actually forgot where I left off. But yeah, so you need to have these accounts closed in a nutshell, right? But you have to look at how it's reporting. Okay, when was it last verified? If it was even verified, because if you're actively disputing and it was verified months ago and you know you're actively disputing, they need to take that account off. Therefore, it's not going to show the missed payments, it's not going to show open accounts, what have you. Okay. But ultimately, overall, you just feel comfortable knowing that you do not need to have a perfect credit profile to get pre-approved for a home. Okay. I have spoken to some people, especially within the last, I'll say, couple of days, that I reached out to them. I had to follow up with them and ask them if they were ready to start their credit repair journey. And they honestly were like, I want to buy a house, but my credit is too messed up and it's not worth it. Like you set yourself up for failure. You set yourself up for failure when you say from the rip that you can't. All right. I am the credit repair specialist. Get your free consultation. Let me look at your credit report and let me tell you what can be done and how bad your credit is. Because a lot of times you think you know what your credit report looks like. You think you understand your credit profile, but you don't. You don't. Every time I get people and they come to me with their tail in between their legs, they're nervous, timid, they hesitate, like, I'm not gonna, this is a mess. My credit report is a hot mess and you can't help me, right? Or I know it's messed up. Okay. And then I take a look at it and I'm like, man, this is nothing. I've seen worse. I've seen a really bad credit report. And it wasn't like just a bankruptcy or anything like that. Nah. Your credit may look bad to you, but to me, I know what to do, what's important, what's not important, what's easy to get off, so on and so forth. To me, it might not be that bad. So don't set yourself up for failure. Don't tell yourself no when it could really be a yes. And you could potentially get pre-approved for a house within 30 to 90 days. Okay? Don't set yourself up for failure. Yes. So definitely do the free consultation. I do want to I want to have a brief moment here. So, ever since I've been doing these lives and doing these videos, a lot of y'all have been joining and subscribing and liking and commenting and scheduling consultations with me. I am booked all day or most of the day, so I appreciate that. And most of those consultations came from YouTube today. Yeah, so I greatly appreciate it. So it was like my own people came earlier this week, and then the end of the week it was, or today it was predominantly YouTube subscribers. So I appreciate it. Thank you. And within, I want to say, a week, I'm up to 200 subscribers. I've been getting new subscribers literally every single day. So thank you for that. Thank you. Hopefully I can continue to give you guys what you need so you can thrive as far as your credit is concerned, your finances are concerned. That's really super important. We got to beat this system because it's not going to get any better. It's going to get worse. All right. Soon they're going to come out with a FICO, excuse me, they're going to come out with a FICO 15X. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is, but no one knew what the FICO 10T was either, and they still don't. So yeah, we just gotta prepare ourselves so we can be successful while they're trying to hold us down. So that's why I'm trying to always give y'all these tips and these tricks and this little bit of training, for free, so y'all can get what you need out of life financially and credit wise. Okay, because they're not going to help you anytime you go on the internet and they're or you're on the credit bureau sites or you're on the government sites and they're giving you advice. Take that with a grain of salt. It's probably some bullshit, right? Or it's probably something half-assed that's not really completely the whole truth. So I'm here to tell you the whole truth. This is what it is. You got a whole bunch of people on YouTube. I respect them, the real ones anyway. I respect them and everything. They mastered the game or whatever. But some of their stuff is just doesn't work. Right? Like some of it just doesn't work. I'm not knocking anybody. I mean, anybody can knock me, so I'm not gonna knock anybody. But the reality is we need to start from the ground up, and we need stuff that's effective, and we need to do things that are going to work for us so that we can move forward. And that's why I'm here. So again, thank y'all for the 200 followers or subscribers. It may not seem like a lot, but it's the beginning because I just started. You know what I mean? All right then. So back to this, not having a perfect credit score. Another reason why it's super important to connect with a mortgage lender as well as myself is because at the end of the day, I'm a credit repair specialist and I will go into full credit repair mode unnecessarily. Um, I am aware, I'm cautious of not going overboard, but I do like to work with a lender, someone who is already going to look at your credit report and tell me exactly what needs to be done, right? So a lot of times I know, but it's more so a estimate. I'm guessing, you know, what all needs to be fixed so you can be pre-approved. The reason why is because I'm not calculating your debt to income ratio, your family size, your income. I'm not hitting or worried about any other data points, but your mortgage lender is. Okay. So I will go off an assumption. I can read a credit report and see some open collections and say, okay, this needs to be removed. All right. But there might be other things that your lender wants removed. And it could also be a situation where the lender's like, oh no, we don't need all these items removed. We just need this one removed, or fix this or do that or add a trade line or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's super important. And once you have that, then you should feel confident in getting a house. But again, stop giving yourself excuses on why you can't apply for a house. Stop it. Stop it. Because it's getting mad played out at this point. You're a grown ass man or a grown ass woman talking about why you can't do something in 2023. These kids are doing everything nowadays. You got 10-year-olds owning companies and businesses and stuff like that. So if they own companies and businesses and are paying off their parents' mortgage and their car note, what do you think you could do at 30, 40, 50 years old? Go buy your house and stop acting like your low credit score is what's stopping you in life to even make an attempt to fix your credit. That's the problem with y'all. You're not even attempting to fix your credit because you're looking at slow ass Credit Karma who's giving you false information and trying to encourage you to get credit cards with your low ass credit score, and you fail. You don't even start because of what some Credit Karma thing says or what your Credit Wise says on your Capital One app. Fuck out of here. Let's keep it a buck. Fix your credit. We're adults now. All right. We got kids to take care of. You're trying to break generational curses, right? Isn't that what y'all say? All right, then fix your credit. Get your babies on some trade lines, or fix your credit, get your own trade lines, pay them early, and then put your babies on there. You got a baby on the way? Cool. As soon as that kid has a social security number, put them on your credit cards. Come on now. Pass on the positive credit and at least the knowledge of. But you got to start. You got to start. Get out of these excuses. You don't need a perfect credit score to get a house. You don't need a perfect credit profile to get a house. You really don't. Maybe you just need one or two things removed from your credit report. That's mad easy. That's dumb easy. So, my recommendation to you, I'm gonna wrap this up. Fridays are my busiest days of the week. My busiest day of the week. So it's Friday and Monday. And Friday is a killer. I actually should have been up way earlier than this because I got hit up already. But anywho, get your credit fixed. You don't need a perfect credit score. You don't need a perfect credit. You don't need a perfect credit score. You don't need a perfect credit profile to get pre-approved for a house. Go to fixmycreditnow850.com. Okay. Check out my YouTube page, FMCN850. All right. Check out my Facebook pages, because there's fixmycreditnow850.com. That's a Facebook group. Fixmycreditnow850.com. That's a Facebook page. Credit and First Time Home Buyers Plug on Facebook. I'm extremely active in that. Okay. There's over 1,200 real estate agents across the nation in that group. There's mortgage lenders in that group. There's a mortgage lender that covers all 50 states in that group. Go check it out. Don't give yourself excuses. It's Friday. Payday. A lot of y'all got paid today. Okay. Fix your credit. All right. I'm going to wrap this up. You guys have an amazing, amazing day. Please get your credit fixed. Check me out on my social media platforms, especially on YouTube. hit the subscribe button, become a subscriber. All right. I got a lot of information I'm spitting out. You know what I mean? A lot of things happening. Podcast is always popping every Wednesday at 5 Pacific Standard Time. We're on. Okay. And just like and share and all that good stuff. But please get your credit fixed. Don't procrastinate. I'm gonna be on y'all asses every day. Okay. All right. You guys have a great weekend. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye bye.